It is time for another first crack at an indie RPG. This week we are looking at Tribulation by Desdemona Games. And yes, I am awkwardly restarting the thing and editing this a little bit. Because I just love this little intro thing. I don't see intros on games like this, on the indie games. So yeah, let's get into it. You can use a keyboard or a gamepad. I'm going keyboard because I do not have a gamepad that would be compatible. Serenian Calendar 1302. 10th month, 31st day. Southern edge of the Damarian Empire. They're good. We've got their attention now. It's time to send in the Arbiters. General, you know that... I'm well aware that I might be sending them to their death serving. They know that too, yet they wouldn't have this any other way. I won't deny that this is difficult for me, having trained them. I also know that they're our best shot. That they are, General. All of you, please come back alive. Yeah, our four main characters here are all female, so they're probably going to end up sounding very similar. And I apologize for that now. Desdemona already said that was okay. We made it. We have to make the most of the time that Kel and the others gave us. Think they'll be okay? For someone who claims not to care usually, your worry over them is self-evident, Indira. Yeah, you got me, okay? The General means a lot to you too. Don't try to deny it. Well... maybe a little. At least I've lived long enough to hear Liria admit that. Shouldn't we be getting on with the whole let's go on a suicide mission thing? Oh, fearless leader of ours? Right, we've got work to do. We're heading out. Wow, yes. We get stuff right off the bat. I love getting free stuff. Hello, enemy thing. There are not random battles. You get to see the enemies. You can potentially run past them, I'm guessing. I have not done that yet. Looks like we've got some monsters ahead. Let's try to get the drop on them so we have the advantage. When you get near enough to most enemies, they will give chase. You can gain a party advantage by coming up from behind an enemy to trigger the battle once they have lost sight of you. Be careful, if enemies get the drop on you, it will trigger an enemy advantage for that battle. Come here. It looked like we were about 3 squares away. There we go. It is very easy to lose them. To escape from battle, press the cancel key or button when the ring battle menu appears. Yes. Remember everyone, use your force skills as needed and concentrate on enemy weaknesses. Do we need a quick refresher on those? I'm gonna say no. The force stuff you can see down there, we have HP, MP, and FP. FP is the force points. We build up FP over several turns and then we get special force abilities. And they hit very hard. Let's see... just how much. Okay, yeah. we can one-shot all of the enemies with a single force ability. At least with that force ability and those enemies. Oh, I did that a little awkwardly. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. I went too far over as well. That is against one, that's all enemies. I like using all enemy stuff. Yeah, force points, a lot of these abilities do not cost that much. I think our maximum force points is 200. We can get a decent amount back. Ah, we can see... oh no, I hit the wrong one. You can see, this is something I really like. You can tell when an enemy is charging up an ability. Which one is it? This one. Yeah, the one in the bottom there. When an enemy has that glowing circle thing, it means they're charging up something. Let's see... yeah. We'll go ahead and use Liria. I forgot to ask how to pronounce all of these names. Oh no, that wasn't enough to get the kill. That's alright, it's still charging up. We can see over there on the right. We have dual active time battle gauges. Yes. Our party is on the right side of the gauge and the enemies are on the left side of it. I don't really know why. I think it adds some clarity, though. I don't know if that was the goal, or if there's some way to interact with the active time battle gauge stuff. Party advantage, yes. Which just means that we all get to attack. I'm going to save up. So you're weak to arrows and fiery stuff. So we will do neither of those. All enemies? Okay, that one's got to charge up before it can go off. Whirlwind, piercing energies, it strikes all enemies. Yeah. We will do our all enemy stuff. Strike an enemy. That's healing. Liria is our healer on enemies. Yeah, Liria has healing spells and a lot of magic-y stuff. See, you're not really one for doing a lot of magic damage. Restoring force points over several turns, I'm going to be trying to finish these things off all in one go, so I don't really want to do anything that's an overtime. Yeah, the game is laggy. Visually laggy. The sound continues on. I'm just wondering if, like, maybe some of the files for the images are too big. Like, maybe they need to be scaled down outside of the game or something. I have seen that be a problem in some other RPG Maker games. An attunement station? This ought to make our lives easier. Attunement stations will replenish your HP, MP, and as you progress through the story, you will encounter other stations that have several more functions. Look for these blinking stations as you're making your way through treacherous areas. Absolutely. Love me a free rest up. It's even better than getting free items. Oh goody, another mythic! This one looks to be guarding the Animus Gate. Doesn't matter. We'll overcome anything that stands in our way. Yeah, let's do this! Rower! Rower! Azeroth. Flame Demon Azeroth. To be specific. You're holding that one paw up like you're hurt or something. Let's see. Sure, we'll start with some of these. All enemy that is arts down. It reduces the offensive power for arts type stuff. Being able to debuff enemies, especially early on, for an extended period, that is great. All enemies defense down. I kind of want to save Sharla's stuff. Let's do this one now. Restoring force points over several turns is definitely good. Did not know you could do that for anybody. Use that on yourself, though. Wait, why did I do that? I'm remembering stuff from the off-camera playthrough. We do get some other goodies. Let's go with this one. Arts defense down as well. There are some arts that I would very much like to be using. Alright. You got strength down? Sure. We'll add that one to the list. Trying to remember, I think it's Kyra that has the thing that I want to use. Yeah, HP regen and force point regen for the whole party. Keep ourselves healthy and able to use our force abilities. Oop. Yeah, that one always seems to lag. I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, I don't know the back-end stuff of RPG Maker. I know what I've seen other people talk about before. Still wanting to keep Soul Cutter ready. We have 88 force points, so I'm good to do this. Then I can start experimenting with weaknesses and whatnot. Sure. I'm not sure why, but when I do a regular attack with my peoples, it it'll do their weapon, or it'll show an enemy's weakness to their weapon and also their associated magic type. Let's see, I can't do anything with anybody else. Let's go ahead and use a solidify. We're doing fine on HP. And we have the HP regen going on, so I'll use other stuff. We're back around to Sharla. This is when I want to use Soul Cutter. We can interrupt an enemy's charging up ability. And do almost 6,000 damage. That's really, really strong ability. It only costs 20 force points. That may need some balancing. Let's see, you've already done a lot. It's weak to wind stuff. What does this one recover from ailments except KO? Oh, no, I meant to hit spacebar. Charging up again? That is not scary for me. Okay, almost 1,400 damage there. You can afford another Soul Cutter. I do not want to get hit with big abilities. Huh, that one did not do so well. That did. Ooh, good bit of lag there. Okay. Let's see. You have a lot of force points available, so let's just use as many as we can. I didn't even see the damage. There is voice acting words going on when some of the arts get used. They sound kind of quiet, and they happen very quickly, so it's hard to tell. I think it's just saying the name of the ability. Yeah, and I'm not saying it that way, like, saying the name of the ability, it makes sense. Yeah, Solidify did really well. We're all healthy, so we don't need to use any other stuff. But yeah, the voice acting bits could use a little cleaning up and making louder, whatever. However you words that part. Let's see. I'll have enough force points to interrupt again. I don't... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, don't remember who was doing the defense down. Could have used more of that. We don't have any time to waste. Let's press on. Yes. I think we are fully healed, yeah. Liria, this is it, right? Yes, this would appear to be the so-called Animus Gate. Are we really doing this? How did this become my life? I'm not really sure how. Just sort of happened. Not helping, Sharla. So a place the likes of which has only been told of in myth and legend lies beyond this portal gate thing. Awesome. Liria, do you have any idea what we can expect once we enter? A realm alien to our understanding. One where powerful monsters no doubt lurk around every corner. Where it will be all too easy to become lost to our despair, and death hounds every step we will take. Our odds of returning alive are astronomically low. We are so completely screwed. Yeah, we are, but when has that ever stopped us? It's true, we've accomplished things no other Arbiter branch has. Surely that has to account for something. Well, our chances of returning are extremely low. They are not zero. General Kell and the others have put their faith in us. We must see this through. You're all freaking lunatics. Ah, hell, so am I. We better get statues made in our honor for this. It's been a pleasure working with you all. Fifth month, first day. 5 months earlier. Within the government district Santabell City in southern Demaria. Major Jarrus, I'm pleased to report that the new Santabell Arbiter branch will be established today. I've received word that our rookies will be arriving shortly. Our, you say? No, these people are yours to deal with, General. I was against the establishment of an Arbiter branch here. We have enough problems in this city than having to babysit a bunch of rookie Arbiters who will, no doubt, cause trouble. That sentence is worded weirdly. I understand your concerns, Mayor. However, it's precisely due to the problems in this city that the SDF took an interest in forming its own Arbiter branch to deal with the issues that normally we wouldn't be able to. I still find it hard to believe that you managed to convince the Central Assembly to establish an Arbiter branch here under the SDF's jurisdiction. That fact is the only reason that I'm going along with this. They simply saw the logic in what I said. I know that you take a rather dim view of the Central Assembly and the power they wield, Mayor. Rest assured, with this Arbiter branch under my command, we'll only be reporting to the Santabell government. Good. That is as it should be, in my view. You know, General, every time I've asked why you think this city needs Arbiters here, you've sidestepped it. Why would you, a decorated general of the SDF, want to sully your hands with the likes of an Arbiter branch? Why have you been so insistent? I have my reasons, Mayor. Ones you will likely disagree with. If you'll excuse me, I have to assume my new post. Reasons I'll likely disagree with, eh, Kel? Just what do you have in mind with bringing those rookies here? Not like it'll matter in the long run. The city is no place for those who seek justice. Straight into the fun, adventure music. Tribulation. That's a good logo. This feels like airship music to me. Created by Desdemona. Written by that purple-haired woman. When I dye my hair, it's pretty much always purple. So I very much approve of that. Music by Eufolka Makai Symphony Dejika. I'm assuming that's 3 different things. See, there's one of our people. It was the first one off the train. There's another. And a bunch of random individuals. It is interesting seeing like the motorcycles and cars in this. Just regular modern day stuff. Battle voices by Karen Sinon. I'm gonna get that wrong. Megan Christian Sinon? I'm sorry I can't get your name right. Character portraits, Visistella character generator. Chapter 1, Santabell Arbiter Branch. We're just waiting on one more. Ah, there she is.
My apologies on being late. I had to put away the bike I used to get here. Sharla Arnaud, Ralsis Academy graduate reporting for duty.
Arbiter Sharla Arnaud. I am General Kell of the Santabell Defense Force, or the SDF. I'm here to train the newly established Santabell Arbiter branch.
Wow, the government must be taking this posting very serious if they're assigning a general from the FDS to train us. It's an honor, sir. I'll do my best.
You better. This isn't your typical Arbiter posting. These individuals are now members of the Santabell Arbiter branch as well. Go on, introduce yourselves.
I'll go first, I suppose. Name's Indira Cole, Aaronmark Academy graduate. So, you went to Ralsis Academy? Well, I feel bad for you that you couldn't get to the more prestigious Aaronmark Academy. Don't expect me to hold your hand. I understand her going to a rival academy and being proud of that, but what's with this attitude? I don't believe I asked you to do that. It's interesting to meet you, Indira. I look forward to working with you. Huh, I sure don't. I'll go next. I'm Kyra Lenford, graduate of the Raving Military Academy in Linnea. I may not have gone to an Arbiter Academy like you and Indira, but you can count on me. It's a pleasure to meet you, Kyra. It's not often I get to meet people from the Kingdom of Linnea. It's understandable considering relations between the Domarian Empire and Linnea are still strained. General Cal was actually the one who sponsored me to come here.
I insisted that a military academy graduate from Linnea be included as well. Seemed only proper considering the Santabell City is on the border with Linnea.
A general from the SDF insisting that a Linnean national be part of this branch? There's got to be more at work here than just Santabell's general location to Linnea. I'm looking forward to working with you, Kyra. Let's both do our best. Of course! I am last, it seems. My name is Liria Elstein. I am a practitioner from the village of Arraius, and I was assigned here due to my proclivity with various runic energy-powered machines and terminals. Additionally, I have a high aptitude for arts usage due to my upbringing. I see no need to expound on my background any further. It is agreeable to work with you, Sharla. Little to no emotion behind anything she's saying. Falls in line with what I've heard about people from her village. I've heard of the Arraius practitioners, of course. Still, no academy training of any kind, and she's assigned to a branch that will see combat? Maybe I better bring it up. While I'm glad to meet you, Liria, I must admit that I have some... Your misgivings are not necessary nor logical, Sharla. My prowess in combat was determined by General Cal to be more than satisfactory. General Cal?
Yes, it's true. She may not have had any Arbiter or military academy training like the rest of you, but she can more than handle herself in combat, though she does have trouble with taking orders.
I follow all reasonable orders given, General. During that combat exercise, your orders were unreasonable, quite simply. It's good to be working with you, Liria.
Anyway, with introductions out of the way, we have a few things to go over. Firstly, this Arbiter branch doesn't report to the Central Assembly like the others do. You're under the command of the SDF in this case. Secondly, in addition to your regular duties as Arbiters, you will be occasionally assigned missions from the Santabell government. These tasks will take precedence unless I tell you otherwise. Are we understood?
Yes, sir. Very well. Sure, whatever. Understood.
Excellent. Your first mission was sent to me earlier today, so this will be the perfect opportunity to start working together. Follow me. So there have been power outages in the subterrane?
Yes, General.
Normally this would pose no problem, but there are some pretty vicious monsters down there for some reason. We can't access the network distribution center as a result. Our boss thought that this would be a great task for the Arbiters to handle.
The network distribution center controls and modifies the flow of runic energy throughout the city, yes?
That's right, ma'am. We need you to clear a path for us so we can make repairs. Right now, it's not so bad with the outages, but it'll get steadily worse and the mayor will be up our butts about it. Understood. You can leave this issue to the Arbiters.
Thank you, folks. Be careful.
Sharla, I'm officially signing you as the leader of this team.
Wait, what? Me? You gotta be kidding me, General. I don't know, I kinda think it sounds right. I have no preference either way. She is a logical choice.
I've read over each of your files extensively, and in my judgment, Sharla is the best equipped to handle the role of leadership.
This is a load of bull.
You will follow her orders, Indira.
Fine. Sir, while I am honored, perhaps...
My decision is final. Sharla, you will lead your team into the subterrane, eliminate the monsters present so the repair team can get down there, and you will bring your team back to the branch HQ. Understood?
Yes, sir. All right then, let's head down to the subterrane.
Ventral subterrane. Subterrane. I'm going with subterrane on this.
Interesting place for our first mission together. The Ventral Subterrane, one of 2 subterranes located in Santabell City that equalizes the flow of runic energy throughout the city and beyond. Not a bad place to cut loose, I suppose. You seem to know quite a bit about technology considering you come from a village of sorcerers, Liria. Technology, like sorcery, bears its own fruit, Kyra. Let us leave it at that. Whatever you say, witchy woman. Witchy woman? Yeah, you know, it fits. You are being illogical. My first mission, and with this rowdy team? Good goddess, what have I gotten into? Alright, we've got our first mission together. Our objective is to clear out the monsters causing the power outages. Let's not rush this task and pace ourselves to give us the time to mesh our combat styles together. I hope you can all keep up with me, because I'm not waiting for anyone. I'm ready, Sharla, just say the word. I am prepared. Let's do this!
So we all put our weapons away.
Before we go any further, we ought to make sure that we're in a good formation.
Oh, right. About the tactics menu, let's go for that. Access the options from the menu screen by pressing the X key or the triangle button to access the menu screen. Selecting the tactics option will bring you to this tactics formation screen. Each of your party members are represented by an icon. Hovering over an icon will select the party member. And you will be given the options of front, center, and back to place the party member. Each option has different pros and cons in terms of increasing or decreasing certain stats of your party members. The tactics option is also available during combat. Using this option will count as an action and end the turn for that character. Finally, note that enemies will have attacks which will target party members in a specific row, so plan accordingly. Yes, we must do that. And this is kind of awkward because we can kind of move around a lot. But once we land on somebody, it does highlight them. So we can just go across here. Let's go center. We can see down there, it gives accuracy, crit rate, the changes to stats and whatnot. I kind of want Indira to be, like, mid stuff. And interestingly, Kyra is more accurate the farther back she is. And gets just all kinds of stat boosts by being in the back row. And that is great. And of course, our caster healer, I really don't care about the physical stuff. Just want you in the back row. Am I happy with you two being the way you are? Yeah, we're not able to, like, directly move them between rows in this one. In this menu. Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave you... No. Yeah. Indira's accuracy is, decent in the middle row. I'm not going to actually go through all of that again. Exit the tactics screen, yes. Yeah, Indira's accuracy stays pretty good in the middle row. Let's just... Okay, yeah, I didn't get a chance to run away. Just trying it out.
Looks like we have our first challenge. Be sure to build up your force skills and focus on enemy weaknesses, everyone.
Well, we started with a whole bunch of force points, so I'm not going to worry too much. And we do not have all of the skills that we had before. Let's start with just physical attacks. Oh. Or just kill them. One of the two. See, we're not taking much damage. Okay. Arrows and fire. Yeah, that one's so low, I don't really need to worry about. Oh, wow. Of course. Of course, we leave it on, like, 1 HP. As is my standard modus operandi. Took me so long to actually say the words. I was sitting here thinking, like, wow, I'm sitting here not hitting the attack button for a long time. Alright. We got a bunch of stuff. Verth things we will get to later on. I would kind of have liked the tutorial on the Verth stuff earlier. Dang it. It's hard to get some of these things to, Oh.
Our weapons will be much good against this type of monster. Our best bet, then, is to use arts and force abilities.
Wow, I am struggling so much with some of these things. That's one enemy. You don't have any arts at this level. That kind of strikes me as odd. Actually, maybe I should move Indira back to the front line. If she doesn't have any arts whatsoever, she can take that hit to her arts stats. a lot better than anyone else. Let's not have everybody attacking the same one. I have elemental stuff going at 2 of them. So that works. You don't have a choice. Yeah. Wow, it's taking so long to charge up our arts things. They do hit hard, though. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to... I'm not sure why we have 3 different experience point numbers to start with. Like, they're all within, like, 4 or 5 experience of each other. I don't know why they're not the same. Let's do tactics again. Come on. There we go. We'll reset both of you. We'll have Indira be our front. Sharla will be balanced. Yes. I'm hitting the wrong button. I'm not used to using the keyboard mouse stuff. Hello, little thing.
Are these autonomous maintenance bots? Yes, these perform simple maintenance tasks in areas such as these.
Yep, they just chill. So we leave them alone. You want to come down here? Oop, you might get spotted again. Ah, dang it. Just did a little dance by accident. Nox beetles. Got that booty. I need to do... Let's see, they are weak to air stuff in the back there. We'll just try out some things on these beetles. See if we can work out some weaknesses. And then have our magic-y people deal with the drones. I'm trying to remember where I know the name drome from. I feel like there was some... I don't think it was a game. I think it was a book that I saw it in. Yeah, you can take care of the beetle. Oh, did not mean... Yeah. It changed up our menu after that beetle died. So, I attacked the wrong thing. I'm a little disturbed that that beetle is doing that, like, tee-hee-hee hand thing next to its mouth. Like, I get it. You've got a big back end. This is a little weird. Oh, no! Oh, well, there's that 75% accuracy that she's got. Actually, no. Liria, it would take her a while to charge up, and she's probably gonna miss. If I used a physical attack. Like, I imagine if I had her charging up her spell, someone else would get the kill, so it just didn't seem worth it. Alright, Hero Bomb. Stimulate. I don't actually know what these items do. This is Restore HP. Restore from KO, that's good. Cure Stilled. I don't remember what Stilled does. You come this way? I went too far. Nope. Come on. I want to get you real far away. Give me more time. When we're in sprint mode, we're faster than the enemy, I think is what's happening there. We've got a good bit. We do have Soul Cutter, which only hits 1. I would rather be hitting all of them. Dang, that was that was a lot. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and spread those out. Because I will do... Never mind. I was thinking Liria has that multi-target thing, but no, this is back low-level times. They're no longer stilled. I imagine stilled because I had party advantage thing at the start. Oh, please don't waste a spell on one that's almost dead. Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, that's pretty good damage. Alright, ointment. Okay, okay. Oh, I can only do... Get there. Okay. It's kind of tricky to get these things worked out right. Let's see. I want you to hit the Nox Beetle. It's weak to everything you do. Let's keep going with the beetle. Because it's almost dead. And then an Aqua Strike on the drome. We should be able to take out the Dagger Wasp pretty easily. There it is. Just hit guard. I trust in Liria. And we are building up a lot of force points. Which I am doing on purpose. Can I talk about this one as well? No, I can't. There we go. Don't lose me completely. Hey, hey. Okay, now you can do it. Oh, no. You weren't supposed to head down one square. Okay, party advantage. Time to check out what you're weak to. We'll just use regular attacks while I figure that out. There it is. Since I already know both, I don't need to waste time doing a bunch of stuff. Actually, I don't even think Liria will get a chance to use her spell. No. Okay. See, that is odd. Why the very slightly different level ups? Which way is the extra stuff way? There we go. Nope, can't really do it with that one. Got it. Frag lizards. And they're just chunky boys. Okay, nothing that you can do. Something that I have noticed, generally with RPG Maker games that have these weakness dealios, you can kind of tell what it's going to be. Or you can make some pretty educated guesses. Oh no! I mean, like, obviously I ran through everything with everyone else, so it's gonna be Sharla's stuff. It's gonna be swords and fire. But it's also, they go in order. I think it's sword, spear, bow, cane, or whatever, staff. And then fire, umbra, wind, water? No. Wind is the last one. Water, wind? That would make sense. But, yeah, so if you see something that it's the very far left one is fire, then you know what the next one's going to be. There's not going to be any weapon weaknesses. That's not a, you know, like a critique of the game or anything. That's just something I've noticed. For anyone that's played RPG Maker games, and you want a hint as to what weaknesses are going to be, that seems to be somewhat consistent. MP charge 1, and this, we should be good. Where's my buttons here? Did the game freeze? There it is. It did for a little bit. We are fairly healthy. Here's the only one that needs a level up. Level 2 recommendation. This is a battle chest. In order to acquire the contents, you'll need to fight a tougher battle. Open the chest? Absolutely. We're all level 3. So we are good to go. Let's see, who's weak to what? Nox Beetle is weak to your stuff. Kyra. Drome is weak to fire. I'm gonna go with the drone. With an N? Having dromes and drones is a little bit difficult to say when I'm doing video stuff, but still good. It makes absolute sense. No, Emerald Drome. There we go. That works. I don't think we're in any real danger right now. Yeah, we'll start working on those next. Frag Lizard, I don't think I have anything too special I should be doing. It doesn't matter what I hit next. That's an interesting animation. Those crag lizards, like, disappear into the ground to attack. Alright, you're weak to that stuff. Ooh, but not very. Let's take care of the drone. So we have fewer enemies hitting us. Ow. But not too bad. Oh, a miss is a problem. I'm pretty sure I can take it out with just regular attacks at this point. Oh, maybe not Liria's, though. Okay, especially if she misses. She is only doing about 18 damage, which is not enough. Oh, a bunch of Verth crystals. Alright. Come on. Kind of slow and then speed up. And that gives us time to catch up. Alright. Which way did I do this before? Let's go with the crag lizard first. Immediately changed my mind. Let's go with the drone first. Crag lizard seems to have very high defenses. Oh, that's what I can do. If it has a lot of defense, hit it with magic. Yeah, let's get you started on the beetle. Sharla is not 100% accuracy. So if Sharla missed, I wanted to be able to have... yeah, if she had missed the drone, it would have felt like a waste to have attacked it when so low health. That doesn't really make sense, though, because this is not a game where I need to, like, select ahead of time what everybody's gonna do. My brain's doing weird stuff while I'm doing the battles. I'm overthinking it, as per usual. Alright, we've got a save point. Well, a rest point.
It appears as though an outage is present here. More monsters may be up ahead. Stay on guard.
Actually, I was just remembering that we do not have save points because we can save wherever. And we do get some auto saves, which is always good. It is saving. There it is. Cool.
This must be the network distribution center. I don't see any monsters around, though. Why do you sound disappointed? This is a good thing. No, she is right. There is something amiss here. I'm with Dira on this. Let's just count ourselves lucky this time. There's no other monsters around. Maybe we got them all? Maybe. Just feels odd to me in here for some reason. Dira? Really? What, you prefer pissy lady? I'm not pissy. Yet your emotional state usually shows otherwise. You did kind of come off that way when you introduced yourself. Now look here. What the hell is that? What's happening? I don't know. A crack through the very fabric of our reality. A rift. Liria, you said this is a rift? This is the focal point of an interdimensional cross rift that leads to what is known as a rift. Prepare yourselves. How do you... I will elaborate on how I know this later, Sharla. Prepare ourselves for what? Something's probably going to come through and try to kill us. Oh, is that all? Because this is totally normal, right?
Yeah, basically.
Weapons at the ready. This isn't what I had in mind for an afternoon in the subterrane. We may need to adapt our formation depending on how it attacks. Don't take it lightly. Understood. Santabell Arbiter branch, let's take it out.
Absolutely. Territor Garm, Rift Hound. Rower. Well, we have a lot of force points, so let's use those. Do a lot of damage, reduce its stats. That sounds good. I did not actually see how much damage that was. Power Breaker. That sounds good too. For some reason, I'm struggling to see the numbers. It might be because they're showing up on top of the enemy. Yeah. If they were showing up like above or below, that would be nice. Because the coloration on some enemies and stuff, the numbers kind of blend in. 448. Okay. Yeah, this one's got a lot of brighter shiny spots on the character model. Mistral Bolt, I don't think did that much. Let's try some weaknesses. Wind, okay. Anything here? Vanguard Strike? That only hit our front line? We may need to change up our tactics to avoid this thing's frontal assault. Reminder that selecting a row during combat, using the tactics option will use up a turn. Current row is always displayed at the bottom. Yes, it is. Luckily, if it's attacking the front line, Indira does do well in the mid line. So there's no problem getting her switched. Let's see, what have I not tried? I think it actually has to be sword that it's weak to. Going by what I was saying before about the patterns of stuff. I think the only thing that can be to the left of the spear is a sword. There we go. Get some stat reductions. Oh, no good. Got stilled. You need to move rows. There we go. And let's go ahead and use a... No, not tactics. Force. There we go. Arts defense down. Okay. Although I don't know, I can't tell if the arts defense down part worked. I think it would show if it had worked. I'm just gonna let Kyra work out her being stilled thing. And... do we need a heal? Not really. Wait. I was thinking of the wrong person. You're not the healer. Arcane Burst. I meant to use the interrupty thing. That's what I was doing with you. Wow, my brain just gave up on me there. Okay, stilled is completed now. Sharla. You know what? Even though there's nothing to interrupt, she's maxed out on force points. And it's sort of wasting a potential resource generation by not using them. That was pretty good. It's not good, but for other reasons. You're weak to wind stuff. You are fine to do whatever you want to do. Yeah, okay. It was sword. Over there is the fourth one on the left. I will do a heal, actually. Indira is about half health. Rather change that. There we go. Yeah, that was a purely frontline attack. Let's see. I haven't really... Okay, great, thank you. I wanted to see how much damage a normal attack does for her. Ah, there we go. Never mind, doesn't matter. Ooh, that is very loud when we hit the victory thing. I think it's the leveling up noise, maybe?
Not bad for our first outing. That was abnormal in the extreme. We came, we saw, we kicked its ass. Kyra's enthusiasm notwithstanding, I do share in that sentiment. Why is everyone looking at me? Spill it, Liria. How'd you know what that was? We need answers, Liria. That was something I've never seen or heard of before. That wasn't the first time, was it? That a rift formed like that. You are correct. This was not nearly the first time. "10 years ago, there was a skirmish on the border between the Empire and Linnea. It was in an area called the Tripoli Pass. Skirmishes were far more commonplace during that time, as it was before the Lirandor Accords were signed. During the battle, apparently a very large rip coalesced above this fighting and was giving off an immensely powerful aura of some kind. What happened next was shocking, as anything powered by runic energy like tanks, helicopters, terminals, and so on suddenly lost power. Helicopters on both sides fell from the sky, and tanks wouldn't budge a shin. This is but one of several examples of rifts having opened up in the past and leaving some kind of destruction behind. I learned about these incidents through the Elder of Arrayus, yet we still don't know why or how they appear. This is the first time I have ever seen a rift form in person. I'd call you crazy if I hadn't seen it for myself. So that's why this place had periodic outages. A rift was forming here. Precisely. Somehow these rifts severely affect runic-powered technology. Interestingly enough, our attunements were unaffected somehow. I'll be doing more research on this phenomenon when we get back to the branch HQ. We'll let the General know what happened when we make our report. With the rift closed and the monsters gone, those workers ought to be able to do their jobs. Let's go.
Good work with the subterrane. I'm a little disturbed hearing about that rift thing, though. I'll let the government know what happened.
That is wise, General. I cannot say for sure that no other rifts will form in this region. From past rift events, they occur once in an area, and then there is not a sighting until months later in a completely new region. Until we know for sure, it is best to stay vigilant. That is our report, sir.
It seems your first time teaming up has already borne fruit. Excellent. The Santabell Arbiter branch has now officially begun operations. The public has already been inquiring about you, and you've received some tasks toward that end. Liria, if you will.
Excuse me, Sharla. Sure.
Okay, let's go up. Business as usual. The shopkeepers and merchants working in the city would like to meet you. Some of them have been assigned to assist your branch, so take advantage of this opportunity to learn who they are. Okay, and required. Time to be a tourist. Explore and familiarize yourselves with each district of the city. While you're looking around, it would be good to speak to the people of Santabell City. I'm sure they're quite curious about you. Okay, or touring the city. And business as usual. Wow, I totally messed up required name there. I clicked on it too fast and didn't read it.
As you can see, we can access missions as they come in through this terminal. Some are required and others are optional. Our required missions are assigned by the SDF via the Santabell government. Since the optional ones will usually come from the public, it would be prudent of us to complete those tasks. True enough. As Arbiters, we serve the public trust, uphold the region's laws, protect the citizenry as needed. While I do find it a little odd that this particular branch reports to the SDF, there shouldn't be a conflict of interest with our priorities.
You can be assured that the SDF will not interfere with the Arbiter's credo.
We'll see. Agreed. Oh, and lastly, when we do complete missions, we can send our reports through this terminal.
You may also want to check out your rooms while you're here, since all your things were moved in and arranged according to your specifications.
Will you be living here as well, General?
No, my residence is at Valkyr Base. However, I'll be sticking around here during the day to oversee this post. You will also have training sessions with me in addition to your missions.
Oh, joy. On that note, how about we start our missions and explore the city? Yeah, let's go.
You can now access the mission log option via the menu screen. Completed missions can be reported by using this terminal. Completing missions, especially optional ones, will often yield rewards and also contributes to your overall ranking, which is calculated based on your branch points. Required missions must be completed in order to continue the story. I'm not sure why that one section of the sentence is in white. Please note that when reporting completed missions, to first report optional missions before required ones. Yes. Don't want to miss out. We can look at stuff. Do you wish to view the 4 skills tutorials? No. These are just tutorials if you have missed them at some point.
This is a pretty nice kitchen. I can't wait to cook in here. You cook, Kyra? Yeah, my dad taught me how to cook pretty much anything back in Liria. I'll have to make something special for our first dinner later on today. That would be acceptable. The Elder taught me many things, though cooking was not on that list for me. I've always wondered what the Kingdom of Liria would be like to visit, but it's difficult to do in this political climate unless you're a trader or a merchant. Oh well, maybe one day.
Okay, up the stairs. Whoa, and right back down the stairs. Okay, don't hold the button too long. We are checking out our rooms.
Looks like everything is here. You have some interesting things, Sharla. Huh. Thanks, Kyra. When we have more time, I'd be glad to explain what some of these things mean to me.
Good stuff. Plants and everything.
I see you have a Treshun piano, Indira. Perhaps one of these days we may... Don't even think that any of you will be hearing me play. Look, this is a private thing, okay? Can we move on already? Of course, Indira. Our apologies. Why is she so touchy about being able to play the piano?
I don't know. We will find out one day, I'm sure.
Phew, I was worried my art supplies wouldn't be here. You're an artist, Kyra? I'm not like a Rikana or Shira, but I suppose I'm not too bad. I've always had a fondness for painting even while I was at the military academy in Liria. That's really amazing. I'd love to see your work sometime. I'd be happy to show you.
Cool. And there was a target on the wall, because of course there was.
Good. All of my belongings are here, it seems. It's very... mystical, like a duality of sorts. An apt observation. Sorcery and technology both have their places in my life. If we are done here, let us depart to continue our missions. I just can't figure her out for the life of me.
There's the most amazing Owo face right there in the middle, too. I approve, if it was intentional or not. Alright, that's everything in here. We have missions, which are here. Let's see. So, go to each district, talk to people. Okay. And visit shops and food stalls. Okay. Easy peasy, we do those at the same time. Red exclamation point indicates a required event to proceed with the story. Silver exclamation point indicates an optional mission event. And this is really cool.
Hey there, kitty. She's a cutie. Oh, she's adorable. Let's name her. Perhaps Allie? I like that. How about it, Allie? I think she likes it. We ought to check on her every now and then.
Yes. We can somewhat sort of have a pet cat there. That is great. We can do more things. All right. We have people to talk to here. They got the little silver, it's almost bluish. Let's go with talk. Welcome to Terrence's Jeweler, Arbiters. I've got a pretty good assortment of gems here for you to take a look at. Awesome. We will do that. We will sell some stuff once it loads up. There we go. We don't have a whole lot. We got a prism somewhere. What is that? You can do it, game. I believe in you. There it is. Is it something I can equip? Yeah, gems? No. What is this thing that I have? Birth prism. Huh. I don't remember getting that in the off-camera playthrough. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out later. Why, if it isn't the Arbiters themselves? Welcome, I'm Darren, head of the local fishing guild here.
Thank you, Darren. I always enjoyed fishing back home in Ralsis. Been wanting to pick it back up.
You don't say. Well then, as a fellow angler, I'm sure you'll appreciate this little gift of mine. Received fishing rod.
I really appreciate this, Darren. Are you sure I can have this?
Of course, it's my welcome gift to you after all. Consider it an investment in your future of angling here in Santabell City. Since you're just beginning here, we'll start you off with the rank of beginner angler. Any fish you catch can be exchanged here for lira, and the higher the grade of fish you bring me will yield more lira. Also, the more varieties of fish you bring here will raise your angler ranking. Who knows, you may become the next supreme angler. I certainly hope so. We're gonna get a couple of bait, because we do have a place that we can go fish right outside. Of course, we gotta show that off. Welcome to Laszlo's Furnishings, Arbiters. If you want high-quality items at a great price, you've come to the right man. I've got some things which will look great at your new place. Any purchased items here will show up automatically at the Santabell Arbiter branch. More than one of some items will yield rewards when you investigate the item back at the branch HQ. That's interesting. Not something I really explored. Liria's room. Liria gets a teddy bear? Indira has a battleship, of course. Sharla wouldn't stand to hold a sword. Okay. Kyra, landscape painting. Okay. And then just generally some chairs for everybody. Alright. I hope I can make enough money to look into that. I've been expecting you, Arbiters. The name's Sasha, and I'm running your government-assigned armory here. I've received the lowdown on your weapons, and I'll be able to fashion you runic-powered upgrades that ought to help you out.
Our many thanks, Sasha. We'll be coming here often, I foresee.
Yep. Oh, we are stuck. There it is. Let's see. We can just do upgraded items. It's just slightly better than what they already have. So, that's good, though. And when I have money, I will do that. But I don't have money right now.
Welcome to Annabelle's Appliances. I've got only the best here for the Santabell Arbiter branch.
Any purchased items will show up automatically. Okay, so it's like the other furniture stuff. It'll be back at the HQ waiting for us. Let's see what you got. Air cooler and refrigerator. Okay. We can get an air conditioner thing. I'm kind of surprised they don't have one. As important as they are.
We ought to speak to those at the attunement store and find the weapons shop before we explore more.
Oh, okay. We can do that. Hello? You must be the new Arbiter Squad. I was informed that you would be checking in with us soon. I'm Professor Luffman, owner of this attunement store.
We're pleased to meet you, Professor. I take it you're the government-assigned attunement store for us?
Yes, that's correct. We're contracted to provide all of our services to the new Santabell Arbiter branch henceforth. We're well-versed in the latest models of combat attunements provided by Relford Industries.
Thank you, Professor. We'll definitely be making good use of your store's services from here on out.
About attunements. This store is where you will want to modify your attunements. Verth is mainly obtained by battling and used to craft prisms, which can then be equipped to a party member's attunement slot using the attunement menu in order to use various arts. Attunement slots can be unlocked via the slot menu as long as the party member has the required experience level and Verth on hand. Each party member's attunement has an elemental affinity, which gives a boost to any same elemental prisms equipped to it. Note that you may equip any elemental prism to any attunement slot. Lastly, Verth Mass can be sold... Wow, I'm struggling with names. Lastly, Verth Mass can only be sold in exchange for Lyra and is usually dropped by enemies. Be sure to sell or exchange your Verth Mass whenever you accumulate some. Exchanging Verth Mass will increase its value than just selling it. That's worded a little oddly there. You'll also be able to exchange Verth Mass for Lyra at many attunement stations. Whew, alright. Let's see. Is that selling or am I... Let's go with modify... Oh, exchange? There we go. I have a bunch of these. Yeah. I think that doubled the amount of money that we could have gotten. Which is good. I don't need these. Why am I looking at the wrong stuff again? I need modify attunement slots? What is it gonna take? Costs 50? Yeah, okay. How much is the next one? Costs 100. We do not have anything like that. I'm realizing that this is probably a bad idea because I think I need these to buy attunement things. So I'm gonna stop now. Alright. I could still get a couple though. Aqua Strike, I think, is something we already have. And Burn. Huh. Oh yeah, these are all 40 to 60. Alright, there's no way we could have gotten the higher cost ones. So attack 1 is something. Got it. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Can I... Burn is in that one. I'll give you attack. Because? Can I switch people here? Yes, with the page up button. Ah, dang, I would have to unlock the second one. Nah, I shouldn't have bothered buying the burn thing. I was gonna give it to, actually... I can still do that, because Liria was the only one I did not unlock a second spot. I know, this may not be thrilling, but I am experiencing this for the first time. Attunement, there we go. Liria equip with burn. Good. Because Liria is usually going to be doing magic attacks, I would like her to have options. And that is the best way to give options. I have not spent my money at this point. Let's see, there's a lot of places we can go. How did I not find the weapons store? It said I did not have this. Isn't this the equipment place? Or maybe that was just a generic line that I need to get both. Let's go ahead and get everybody a weapon upgrade. It doesn't matter who I select first. And... Oop. There we go. Dang it. I gotta hit the buttons the right number of times. And in the right order. Okay. Everybody is set. Yeah, I would like to be able to equip things directly from the shop menu. That's helpful, but I don't know what all that takes. Can I buy? Oh, I could buy 5 if I wanted. since I'm here, I'll sell the old weapons because we don't need them. This is the kind of stuff I would normally do off camera in other games. Come on, go down there. Alright, last one. Good. Come on, menu. Alright. Oh, that's the wrong thing. No! Stop! That's just an RPG Maker thing. The cancel button also being the one to open the menu, I get stuck in loops of trying to close the menu, but I keep accidentally opening it. Alright. I would like to, if I can, give it a second. There we go. I would like to get... I could get a couple. I want to get the teddy bear. I want to get 2 of the teddy bear. I do not have enough for everybody to get stuff. I'll stick with that. I'll keep some money on hand in case I need something else. And before we leave, we're gonna fish. Fishing spot, yes, we fish. There's nothing complicated with this one. Caught Tamarin bass. Yeah, when it makes the noise and it says hit on screen, that means hit the spacebar or whatever button you're using. Also kind of watching the fish shadows because they... No? Okay. I was watching the fish shadows down there because they kind of, in the off-camera playthrough, they seem to be in a roughly the same spot every time. When it would go off. We do the exchange type shopping. Oh, I got 2 of the same thing. Alright. We now have 800 monies. Okay, cool. There we go. Why are you staring at me? What do you want? Oh, not from that angle. That angle, it looks like the neck is a creepy mouth. Just the way it's shadowed.
Hello, sir. We're the Santabell Arbiter branch, and...
Malachi. The name is Malachi, not sir.
Malachi, then, what is your...
Go away.
Right, you're not talking, got it.
Okie dokie. I can't remember if there was much of anything here. I'm not going to talk to all the people. I do need to find all of these.
Oh my, you finally arrived. News of Arbiters arriving here is all anyone has talked about recently. I'm Sally, it's nice to meet you all. Here, as a token of my welcoming you all to the city.
Receive strawberry ice cream.
So, this is ice cream. I've always wanted to try it. Liria, why are you staring at it? Thank you, Sally. You are most welcome. Please stop by if you're in the area. Looks like Liria's got a sweet tooth. You think so? The way she's looking at that cone, I wouldn't be surprised she tackled Sharla for it. You're all being illogical. Again. Liria, stop staring at me like that. Look, here you go. I can't bear the weight of a Liria stare. Thank you, Sharla.
Slurp, slurp.
But did you see that? She smiled. I saw a smile. You're imagining things, Kyra. She's as cold as that ice cream she's holding.
Ooh. That was unexpected. Except I did expect it because I've done it before. They're staring at a bench up there. I will just let them do that. You have cool hair and stuff.
The new Santabell Arbiter branch. Not exactly what I pictured, but brimming with potential. I'm Ray, just one of the many locals around here looking forward to seeing what you can do. There's something about Ray's presence. Can't put my finger on it. Hello, Ray. I'm Sharla. With me are Indira, Kyra, and Liria. Hey there. Pleased to meet you. Thank you for the welcome, Ray. I've got a feeling that we're going to be seeing more of one another sooner than later. Let's just hope you live up to expectations. We'll do our best. You're going to need to do a lot more than your best if you're going to get your hands dirty with the blood and tears of this city. Remember that. Well, be sure to remember that.
I don't know what's going on either. One day, when the game is finished, we will find out. Alright, where else can we go? I'm not going to talk to absolutely everybody. I remembered I had talked to Ray before. Received an MP charge. Yeah. I think that's all the stuff. Oh, wow, we already visited all of the food stalls.
Welcome to Rose's. I'm Rose, of course. Let me guess, you're the new Arbiters? Yes, we are. It's nice to meet you, Rose. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. You don't by chance like pie, do you? Pie? Did you say pie? What's this? Do I detect a dent in the armor? I think so, Indira. Well, I was hoping you would all come by, so I baked a little something. Here's a little treat for me as a welcome gift for you all.
Received apple pie.
Thank you, Rose. You are most welcome, young lady. Feel free to stop by anytime. I saw a smile. I just saw a smile. You're mistaken, Sharla. No, I'm pretty sure I saw something like a You are mistaken, Sharla. Yes, ma'am, my mistake. Far be it from you to show any actual emotion, wicked witch of the... You say something, Sharla? Nothing.
Ooh, I am, by requirements, not trying as hard with the female voices. Barky. Yeah, because my throat's gonna give out on me before I finish this if I keep trying to do it. Let's see, City Hall. Of what I remember, there's not really anything we can do here. And to save my throat, I'm not gonna read the stuff and say the stuff. Let's see, we've seen all the stuff here. We should have another couple sections of the city to go to. I think all we really need to do is, like, look at them. I don't think we have to actually go in any buildings. Oh yeah, this is the one, like, slightly odd mapping thing. It makes it look like, because the fences are lined up exactly with the corners of the building, it kind of looks like these flower beds are just part of another building that got pushed on there somehow. They're still doing renovations on the other floors. Better not disturb them. Right. I couldn't remember if something had happened up there. Those dudes are moving the piano. And it is not going well. I don't think we can go off to the right there. Oh, what are you looking at? I'm not going anywhere near that bundle of joy of Valjean. Quit on the spot. No amount of Liria is worth that hassle. Oh, I thought you were going to say something deep about looking into the water. That also works. I don't know who Valjean is. Let's see. That is not a direction we can go right now. I think if the doors are closed, we're not able to... Oh, never mind. We can. Oh, right. These are other people. That's not going to actually tell us too much, but there's some kind of other military branch, I believe it was. Yeah. And they're all female characters. So, my throat can't take that right now.
We should head back to Branch HQ and make a report at the terminal.
Yes. Received a stimulant, which is fun. This is where we were doing the other thing. Going into the subterrane. Alright. We need to report in, and before we report in, actually, got something more important to do. Don't hold the button down. We need to find out about this teddy bear. I've bought 2 of them. A cute, snuggly teddy bear. Dang. I was hoping if I bought 2, I would get some sort of extra story to it. What's up, dude? General. Alright, we need to report optional missions first, yes. The words are cut off there, by the way. Before the required Yeah. 250 lira, good. And then we report time to be a tourist. Received 500, wait, did the name of that change? Could have sworn it was different earlier. Well done, you must be tired from your excursions around the city. Kyra, you're on cooking duty tonight for dinner. Then it's off to bed with you. Your first training with me begins tomorrow and it will not be easy, I assure you.
This already sounds painful.
I'll be at the base should I be needed. See you all first thing in the morning.
Yes, sir. Until tomorrow, General. I'm looking forward to cooking our first dinner, General. Pleasant evening.
I almost read that as pheasant evening. I don't know why. That's just my brain.
Kyra, you need any help in the kitchen? I'll be just fine. I'm used to cooking for a number of people back home in Linnea.
Which way was I saying that?
See you all at dinner. I do not understand her predilection for emotional outbursts, specifically towards you, Sharla. Yeah, I'm with Liria on this. What's her deal? I don't know. Maybe after dinner I can find out.
After dinner, we find out.
I really ought to speak with Indira. Maybe we can clear the air. While I'm at it, I should speak with the others too.
Let's start down at the end.
The door opened on its own? I guess I can go in. I would prefer not to be disturbed at this time, Sharla. My apologies, Liria.
That's it. Oh, no, it's not.
Sharla, I am pleased to be part of this team. Even if I seldom show it, I am here due to my own choice. The elder of my village was against my being here, but I chose this for myself for my own reasons. Remember that. I will. Thanks, Liria. Yes? May I come in, Kyra?
That's right. That's Kyra's room.
Sure, come on in. Hey, Sharla. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. I'm just going over a few things. I just wanted to say that I really appreciate your positive nature. It's really a breath of fresh air compared to many others I've met in and around the Empire. You're gonna make me blush at this rate, Sharla. Thank you for the kind words. It's just who I am, how I was raised, I suppose. I don't suppose you would tell me more about your family. Trying to get a bigger picture of my Linnean background? Well, can't say I blame you. I'll tell you this for now, I was raised by my father for the most part. My mom died when I was much younger. I miss the rolling hills of my homeland, but I wouldn't trade any of it for my time here. This may be the most important thing I ever get to do. I'd like to know more naturally, but I appreciate what you told me. Thanks, Kyra. It's nice to really meet you. It's nice to really meet you too, Sharla. Have a good night. You too.
But Sharla didn't share any of her stuff.
Should I head in now? Talking to Indira means I probably won't have time to talk to the others.
Well, good thing we already did. Unless somebody's downstairs.
Who is it? It's Sharla. Do you mind if I come in? You've got 5 minutes. Thanks for inviting me in. You got 5 minutes. Better make them count. You obviously have some kind of deeper issue with me. I must have done something to make you Stop right there. I don't hate you, Sharla. I don't understand. If you don't hate me, then what's with the attitude towards me? You really don't get it, do you? No, apparently I don't. I graduated with top marks from my class in Ironmark Academy, the best Arbiter Academy on the damn continent, maybe even in the world. I had my pick of leadership assignments, but I wanted to come here. I've always wanted to see Santabell City. I was told that the position of leader was mine before I arrived. I was ready to be the leader of this team, but no. I was won up by you, a graduate of a lesser-than academy who didn't even score top marks in her class. This was supposed to be my team, but then the general took that all away from me. What makes you so damn impressive? I really want to know. I'm not all that impressive, to be quite honest. You're right, I scored 6 overall in my class, and there are fighters that far surpass my abilities when it comes to the sword. I didn't even want to be the leader of this team at first. Then why are you the leader and not me? You mentioned you didn't even want to be the leader at first. What changed? Fighting alongside each of you, actually. Especially you, Indira. It's obvious you're leagues ahead of all of us when it comes to how you handle your weapon. Yet your arrogance gets in your way when it comes to your fighting style. We've all noticed it. My arrogance? Yes, it's holding you back. I still don't know why the general chose me as a leader, but after seeing how we all are fighting together, it just feels right to me. I think I can help you be a better warrior, Indira. I think we all can help you. It's just going to take overcoming that arrogance of yours to move forward. I'm not looking for us to be best friends or anything, but I can promise you that I've got your back. That I'll always give my best for this team. You can rely on me, Indira. You can rely on all of us. You don't need to... All right, I believe you. Just cut it with a sap, okay? No promises. That's just part of who I am. Okay, I think we understand each other a bit better now. Still annoyed I'm not the leader, but as long as you keep that promise, I guess I'm okay with that. Thanks, Indira. I'll see you in the morning. Yeah, see you in the morning.
Several hours later. Or the next morning, one of the two. Oh, no, it's not the next morning. Like all that was going on and the old man just went and sat back on the bench. Like I know that's very like serious stuff going there, but it was funny. That dude's just like, well, there's nothing I can do about it. We better get comfy. The next day, there we go. Good morning, Santabell Arbiter Branch. Today starts your first training exercises with me.
Yay, training exercises first thing in the morning. That just makes me so happy.
Wait, who's sitting at the computer?
Could be worse, Dira.
I'm very thrown off by this. There's... I think something's... Yeah, the chair's messed up and everything.
Please don't say how it could be worse. Might give the general some ideas. You got a point there.
Are we done with the chatter, Miss Cole? Miss Linford?
Sorry, General. Yeah, what she said. Was that just a nightmare last night? It felt so real. I should be focusing on what the General is saying, though.
Miss Arnaud, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
We're headed out to the highway for training today. Follow me.
Understood.
Yeah, if you could be off the computer and standing next to us. Just pick one place to be.
You gotta be kidding me with this crap. It almost looks like a monster. General, is that some sort of automaton we're to train against?
Very sharp of you, Miss Arnaud. This is the RI-551 automaton. Its parameters are set for combat training using a variety of strategies that I've inputted. This is but one of the tools I'll be using to train you all.
I was not aware that Relford Industries had progressed to automatons like this one. Something that our witchy woman was not aware of? Pinch me, I'm dreaming. As annoying as it may be, challenges such as this automaton are one of the reasons why I came here.
Let's get to it then. Miss Arnaud, you have a moment to get with your team and prepare yourselves. Bear in mind that the purpose of this test is to see how well you adapt to an enemy that changes its tactics on the fly.
Understood, sir. I should give some thought as to changing up our usual tactical formation just in case.
Exiting the tactics screen or canceling out of the menu will begin the battle. That's fine. We'll get there. Menu any second. There it is. Tactics. I think I accidentally left. Yeah. You need to be reset and put onto the front line. There we go.
Let's do this.
Absolutely. It is a speedy boy, and we are maxed out on force points, so we are going to start there. We will just have a good bunch of stat lowering. Tactical program activated. Targets in rear formation sighted. Which means... we just move some people around a little bit. You are not one of the ones that gets moved around. Power breaker. Absolutely. That looked like it moved the automaton up in the, yeah, that's moving the automaton up in the turn order thing there. May as well. We'll just burn some force points because we can. Good, we needed to get you out of the back line before anything happened to you. Hey, you're supposed to be targeting the back line. That was mean. You can do 2 different elements now, which is great, but first, I think we'll be able to... We should be able to manage not getting hit with anything too serious, but just in case... you know what, let's test some elements. I did give you extra attack as well. Okay, so you're only weak to magic, because fire was the one all the way on the left. I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out in games. Oh, wind is not the farthest to the right. Alright, we'll go ahead and just use water then. I do not have any Umbra abilities, actually. Let's just keep going with the break stuff, or the stat down stuff. Power breaker. That one. 896, changing tactical protocol, targets in front and center formation sighted. Well, then we move. Everyone, to the rear! Wow, you are very much a speedy boy. And you are already in the back row, anyway. Wow, that did almost nothing. And your weakness has changed. Soul Cutter, it is. Instead of having 4 weaknesses, you only got the 2. Water was not one of them. Let's see. Liria could absolutely stand to use some force points for something. There. 196 is not enough. Twilight Edge, yeah. I forget what this lowers, but we're just doing it for the force points anyway. Hey, wait, why did its name turn yellow? Let's do a Soul Cutter. Interrupt whatever weirdness is going on, even though it's probably not going to hit any of us. Oh, Liria may still be in the middle row, actually. Forgot about that. That's what we call a whoopsie. I'm betting it's sword weakness. But I'm not going to get the chance to find out. I don't think. I'm going to keep interrupting stuff. I cannot see where Liria is in the battle gauge thing over there. I don't think this thing is going to live that much longer. We've hit it a lot, but our numbers are just not that big. Let's just double check, make sure. Okay, yeah, you were in the wrong row. Let's have you do a normal attack. Just double check. Okay. Ah, you're charging up again. Stop it. Go ahead and confirm my swords. Yeah, sword idea. Let's just use our force abilities. We have so many force points. I feel like it's too easy. Oh, changing tactical protocol, final phase. Yeah, I feel like it's too easy to get force points, and they do too much damage. Especially the ones that have like status changing abilities mixed in. Although the status changing does not seem to be working. This one in particular, Soul Cutter, being able to stop enemy casting. Oh, your health bar is orange now. Like red-orange. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I got lucky in the off-camera playthrough with how often I was getting these status changes to last. Or to hit, not last. But yeah, these moves are just too strong. Well done for your first training session. Seems like that took a bit out of you all.
Damn, that thing was no joke. That was not funny, General. Require cake and ice cream. Okay. So now we know training sucks.
After you have all caught your breath, we'll head back to HQ. End of demo. The itch page and other information will be published once the full game is ready for release. Thank you for playing. You are welcome. Thank you for asking me to play. Yeah, the itch page is currently locked. People cannot just like go on and download demos and stuff. I was given a password, and of course I am not going to share that. That would be wrong of me to go sharing it. But yeah, this is a very fun game. There's a lot of depth to the world, it feels like, already, even though we haven't gotten to see that much. We've gotten some hints that there's, political conflicts across countries. There are regional differences in cultures and whatnot. All that, yeah, stuff. Like, that's cool. I like the characters. They do feel different from each other. There's a couple things, like, I don't know, I think it's just because I've read up too much about tropes and stuff, that there are certain character personalities that do show up a lot when you get into groups of people, and I'm seeing some of those in these. But yeah, overall, I really enjoy the game. I think very good music choices. I like the artwork and stuff. The sprites do feel a bit small. Do I have a save game? I can't remember where this was. Oh, it was when we first woke up, so that's not gonna do it. That's in the subterrane. I wanted to show, like, the sprites are quite small, like, compared to the size of doors and stuff. It's like people are half the height of doors. And it feels like even in battle and things, they could be a bit bigger. Yeah, there's that. There's the lag issues. It's just visual lag. There's nothing going on with the audio, so I don't think it's an overall thing. That's what's making me think that it could be something like just the file sizes are too big and maybe need to use a photo editing program or, Krita or something and shrink the things down so there's smaller resolution. Yeah, I do feel the only other kinds of criticism things, I think, it may just be a personal thing. I've always been more of a minimalist when it comes to dialogue and stuff, but it feels like things are a bit wordy. There's good information, but occasionally there are times when it's like there's a little bit more being said than needs to be. I don't know how to say that. Yeah, this is the perfect time for me to not be able to find the words, is when I'm saying there's too many words. Just things could be tightened up a little bit, like things might be a little too repetitive. There might be, a sentence or two in a conversation, or, well, more than a sentence or two, but things happening in the conversations that they're not really adding much. It might just be there to flesh out the characters a little more or something, might be the goal. But it just feels like it's making things drag out that little bit. And also the pacing of things was a little weird. Like, we started with this great big in media race. There's this big thing going on. We're starting out at a high level, and then we have the flashback moment. In that flashback moment, we get a bit of a calmer scene that's fairly short. Then we're into the subterrane with all the combat and stuff. And then it kind of feels like it turns into almost a visual novel. There's a lot of dialogue stuff, and then there's just exploring the town. I feel like the town may not need all the districts that it has, all the different sections. I understand the desire to fill out a bigger city or something, but it's just kind of a lot to walk through. Like, maybe for that quest thing, you don't need to go to all of them. Maybe find like City Hall and the shops, and instead of having to walk to all of the different regions of the city. Yeah, it's still not even the biggest city, and I did skip going into buildings and stuff, but it just feels kind of large. But yeah, it's like there's a lot of dialogue, then there's a lot of just walking around in the city, then another big bunch of dialogue, and then we get into one last fight before the end of the demo, at least. But it's a section that it felt like a completely different pace to what it could have been. And like the part of, oh, I don't have a good load spot, do I? Where's the autosave? Dreams? Dang. Anyway, I was gonna go back and look at some stuff. But the part where Sharla is gonna go talk to Indira, and they have the conversation of like working some stuff out, there is a part where Sharla says, like, your arrogance is the thing that's getting in the way, and we've all noticed that it's doing that during combat. But we did not really have the time of them getting to see all that and have, like Sharla, Kyra, and Liria having a bit of a conversation about Indira more. All we really got was Indira being arrogant and kind of talking down to everybody. And then the other three are like, wow, that's rude. But then we have a scene between Sharla and Indira where it seems like Sharla, Kyra, and Liria have all had a conversation at some point. And also at that point, they've only known each other for like 2 days. I feel like it could be do the subterrane, check out the city, then do the training bot, then maybe after that, like they've had some more experience. They had the training bot battle that is this big, difficult thing, maybe even a little bit after that, a little more story progresses, then have Sharla and Indira have their conversation, because it feels like if they, in addition to it being a lot of story, walking around, bunch of story thing, like in addition to the pacing, just have that arrogance building a bit more, that like people are kind of getting along, but there's always this thing standing over them, and then resolve it a little bit later. If you resolve it too quickly, it's not... It almost feels like it didn't need to be there. Because, like, I don't remember exactly how long. Like, you can see the time from when that. So, less than 2 hours in. It feels like they're already going to be resolving this tension between Sharla and Indira. Or Indira and the rest of the group. Generally, actually. But this personality, a difficult personality that Indira has, if that gets resolved very early, I don't know. It feels like it could. I don't want to say milk it. It feels like it could go on for a decent amount of time, but not so long that it wears out. So I would say, like, don't make it. It doesn't need to punch so hard in the beginning. Like, maybe have her be a little bit standoffish, talking down to people a bit, but not like really hard, rude. Have it build some over time until it does get to a point where the frustrations overwhelm and break loose, and then have the moment of resolution of that and taper off, like, okay, we've had a week or so together, a week or two of these things getting worse and worse, then a big moment, then the resolution. Anyway, I don't know. That's my thought on that, which I think I took way too long to say. I hope that made sense. If not, comment, email me, whichever. Yeah, Desdemona, just let me know some way or another. We can talk about it if you want to talk about it. If you think that I'm just not getting it, or if I don't know what I'm talking about, that's totally fine too. That's just my take on things. But yeah, overall, I really like the characters and stuff, and I think the reason that I'm getting picky about the character development and stuff is because I really like these characters, and I like the story, and I feel like it could evolve in a good way if the pacing was done a little bit different. And I think that's about everything. The only other things I found, there were a couple sentences that were worded a little weird. I am not surprised to see that kind of thing in something that's in a demo phase. Some of the dialogue stuff, it looked like there were 2 spaces in between words instead of 1 hit of the spacebar kind of thing. Like, it just seemed like they were a little bit too far apart. I know that kind of thing can happen too. It could also be the font that's being used. I don't think so. Let me see real quick. We can just load whatever. All I need to do is get to a dialogue spot that has that kind of thing. Like this one, between the period and the word today, it looks like it's a little too spaced out. not seeing it there. I want to make sure I'm giving some examples of what I'm trying to say here, because this is, I'm not sure how else to describe it. Like, may just hit spacebar too many times, or may have edited something out or in and accidentally hit spacebar. This one between period and follow, it looks a little bit too wide. But then again, that was both that period and then something. And those moments of looking like it was too many spacebar hits was more the early on. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here. I think I pointed out everything that I was going to. Again, I thought the mapping was really good. I think the music choices are really good. I think the combat is pretty good and interesting. The force abilities are maybe a little too cheap, maybe a bit too strong in damage a lot of the time. When I did the off-camera playthrough, I absolutely just creamed fights using those, and I was trying not to use the force abilities as much in this so that I could show off some other things. But still, even now, I did use them a lot because the points were always there. Maybe if they don't carry over, maybe you always start with 50 in every battle and have to build up from there, so you do have force abilities as an option, but you don't sometimes start with like 180 force points and you can just obliterate a boss that way. Or maybe you do, and that's part of your strategy. Anyway, I think that's everything that I can say. Yeah, very good job overall. I am being nitpicky with some things because I really want to see this shine. It is so cool. Thank you again very much, Desdemona, for reaching out and asking me to take a look at this. I'm not sure when the demo will be available for other people to try out. I will link to what things that I can down in the description. I can't remember as far as like Twitters and whatnot. If there's anything to link to down there for Desdemona, I will do that. And yeah, that's going to do it for this one. So thank you very much for watching. I do really hope that y'all enjoyed it. The liking, subscribing, links to my stuff will be down in the description as well, as per usual. And I will see you in my next video. Later.